three NBA player props here on PrizePicks for Wednesday, November 15th. Now, I normally do two NBA player props or just player props in general. I only do two, but I'm looking to do three today because I've just been given some chalk recently, and I want to provide the most value possible here. So three NBA player props. Again, mix and match, you guys. You don't need to play like all three of these in one specific slip. It's just essentially three player props that I'm giving you. Again, like I said, you do not need to pair these in a three-man power or a three-man flex. I personally don't even like to play three-mans. In general, I am going to be playing a three-man just for to track this bet specifically. But again, keep in mind, mix and match, you guys. You don't need to play all three of these. But I'm giving three player props that I do like for tonight's NBA slate. Again, link in the description below. Hop into our premium Discord. $9.30 per month is where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. We also have other premium cappers in there as well. They post all their plays, research, and analysis. Overall, it's a super positive community. Everyone in there really just trying to help each other cash. I also want to mention I'm not a gambling expert, and this is not financial advice. These are simply plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to then make your own player prop decisions here. Again, no one's pressing submit on those parlays other than yourselves. But let's get right into you guys. Three NBA player props here for Wednesday, November 15th. Quite a bit of teams on back-to-back. Again, some weird games yesterday. I think, obviously Kyle Lowry, he got 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes. That was a play we gave. Obviously, that's going to be chalk when a player gets 3 fouls in 3 minutes. Absolutely insane. And then Isaiah Stewart plays a season-low 19 minutes. Like, I talked about in the video yesterday, he had the 6th most minutes played in the NBA. And last night, he plays 19 minutes without Jalen Duren. Doesn't make sense at all. But let's get into it. Three player props. Let's go. The first one is going to be a PRA prop. It's going to be actually a super buy low here. It's going to be Damian Lillard over 33.5 PRA. I just think this is too low for Damian Lillard coming off one of his worst shooting performances of the season. And if you think about it, we're getting Damian Lillard at 33.5 PRA, guys. And he's actually over this line in 3 of his last 5 games. So it's not like he's been missing this line. You go back to even last season, this would be this would be like a taco last season for Damian Lillard, right? And I think his usage is going to continue to increase, and the chemistry that he's building on this new Bucks team is going to increase as well. We look at this matchup, Milwaukee at Toronto. Now, this is a kind of somewhat of a revenge game as well, I think, for Damian Lillard, who against Toronto earlier this season just did not play well at all. 228 over under. Milwaukee's going to be 5-point favorites in this one. These teams face each other on this same situation in Toronto, and Milwaukee got blown out in that game. But we look at Damian Lillard. We go back to his last 20 games, guys. His last 20 games, he's over this line of 33.5 in 17 of his last 20 games. 17 of his last 20. We look at 2022. He was over this line in 49 of 58 games last season. 49 of 58. And you can see from since January 6th of last year till the end of last season, he had this in every single game. Every single game. Last 20, though. 17 of his last 20. This is an absolute buy low, you guys, for a player like Damian Lillard, who is going to shoot the ball a little bit better. He is, again, coming off a game where he shot 3 for 17 from the field. His first game back after missing a few games with that calf injury. Still played 32 minutes in that one. 3 of 17. Before that, went 10 for 25 against Detroit, which is, again, he's going to see the volume. Uncharacteristic 23 PRA against Toronto. He only took 9 field goal attempts in that game. So I definitely think they're looking to go back to him here. Obviously, Giannis and Dame want this chemistry, want this partnership to work. And 33.5 is just a little bit too low. I mean, this is talking about a Damian Lillard who has gotten off to a slow start, obviously. Obviously a very slow start. And then he's only missed this line, again, in a game against Toronto where he took 9 field goal attempts. And then in 2 games, he missed this line where he shot 3 for 17 and 2 for 12. 17% and 16%. Every other game, he's hit the over on this line. He's hit the over on this line in 5 of 8 games this season. And you could say he has not played well. Right, and I like the peripherals as well. I mean, I think we see some positive regression. He's averaging 10.5 potential assists per game on 4.8 assists per game total. But he's making 48 passes per game in only 33.5 minutes, as well as rebounds as well. As well as rebounds. 7.4 potential rebounding chances per game, converting 4.3 rebounds in 33.5 minutes. I think it's a good spot for Damian Lillard. Obviously, a super buy low opportunity here, but take a look at the green, you guys. Again, this is Outlier. There's a link in the description. You get a 7-day free trial with Outlier. But look at the green. 17 of his last 20 games, he's hit the over on this line. You go back to 2022, and let's do this. When he plays 33 minutes, 42 of 47, he hit the over on this line, guys. Way too low for Dame. I think a great bounce back spot, a great buy low opportunity. Damian Lillard over 33.5 PRA is the first play. The second play, going to be one that I gave in the Discord yesterday and he sold for us. It's going to be Paolo Banchero over 24.5 PA. obviously no Fultz. I think let's just take a look at this game. No Fultz and no Wendell Carter. So it obviously increases Paolo Banchero's workload here, and no DeMar DeRozan for the Bulls. So I'm expecting this game to be pretty competitive. 1 point spread here. Orlando is playing a back-to-back, but they're a young team. I'm not really thinking this is going to impact the Magic at all. They're also coming off an L, so they're looking to bounce back here. But I definitely think this game will remain competitive. 1 point spread, obviously, you never know in the NBA, but you do like to see it as far as the lines go when you're taking a look at these matchups. But Paolo Banchero, if you take a look at his last 10 games, specifically his last 6 games, he's over this line in 4 of his last 6, right? And that coincides with Markelle Fultz being out, and also coincides with him getting just, I think, his legs back under him playing in Team USA this summer. But we take a look at essentially over his last 5. 1, 2, 3, or 3 of his last 5 he's hit the over on this. 2 misses coming with 21 and 22 PA. And those games he just didn't shoot the ball very well. But we take a look at his last 4 games. He's averaging 10.3 potential assists per game, 4.7 assists. Playing 37 minutes, 57.7 passes made here. And I just like this matchup, right? The Bulls on the season are allowing the third most assists overall to opponents. The third most assists to opponents overall. We look at forwards, points plus assists game log this season versus the Bulls. We've seen Grant Williams had 26 PA, Michael Porter have 29 PA, Markkanen, Scotty Barnes. So you could, in comparison, just to kind of their offensive role and how they score the ball. Michael Porter Jr. is a similar player. Markkanen's obviously a very similar player. I would say maybe Scotty Barnes is as well. And they both had 29, 32, and 32 PA. Paolo Banchero can score 25 points alone, just on points. So I like the points plus assist combo. This was at 25.5 yesterday, so we get a 1 point discount. And I liked it at 25.5 yesterday in that matchup versus the Brooklyn Nets. But we look, again, points plus assist game log this season. 31 PA against the Milwaukee Bucks, 22 PA. He shot 6 for 15 from the field last night. 6 for 15. He hits one more shot, he's right there on that line. And then against Atlanta, 21 PA, 17 and 4, 34 minutes, 7 for 14 from the field. So just really didn't get going offensively here in this one. But I do like this matchup for Paolo to bounce back. Like I said, he can score 25 points alone. He's done it numerous times already this season. You can see here, he's done it actually only 3 times, but 25, 26, and 30. I like his odds here for him to bounce back in this one. Paolo Banchero over 24.5 PAs the second play. And then the third play here is one that I do strongly believe is going to bump by the time the game starts. And yep, it already bumped. So it was Derek Lively over 7 rebounds. That was the play here. It was at 6.5. So again, I'm not going to start this video over here. So just 2 plays for me tonight on this YouTube video. Damian Lillard over 33.5 PA. Paolo Banchero over 24.5 PA. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about these 2 plays here. Take a look at all the links in the description below. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. As always, let's cash.